Hi everyone, welcome to the FAB 4 Crafting Tools collaboration, where a small group of us each month on the 20th at 10 Eastern show you some cards, share some cards with you, or something, a project, I'll say, using dies, punches, embossing folders, and or masks, also known as stencils. And you don't have to use all four at once. You can. You can just use one of these things. You can use, two, you can use three, you can use four, whatever you want to do. So basically, pretty simple collab, because most of the time I use some of these when I make cards, always. I made you 6 cards today. I mean, for the video, not the day it's going up. And the first 4 are very similar. Let me show you what I used. I did use punches, dies, embossing folders, and stamps, obviously, but that's not one of the 4. So I did not use, the only thing I did not use masks or stencils this time. I used this balloon punch. It's been in the clearance rack for a while. In fact, that's where I got it, but it's retired. So if it's not, I don't know if it's still out there or not. If not, I'm sorry, but it was out there for quite a while. The balloon bouquet punch. I used a current punch, the banner pick-a-punch, which is carrying forward to the new annual as well. It's number 153608. I used the retiring stamp set and dies, the bundle, for So Much Happy. And I did use this little balloon and the word birthday and this stringy thing out of the stamp set. And out of the dies, I used the little balloon, the happy, on all 4 cards, and on one of the cards this little thing, and on at least one of the cards, I think 2 of the cards, I used this string here. This is a really nice set, guys, and this here, which I didn't use this time, but I kept that as a stencil because it looks like clouds, and then these kind of look like teeth, like a smile if you put one, so it's a really cool bundle, and I really love the cards, and you can use it for celebration, birthday, graduation. And I love this font, this fun font here. Anyway, so let me show you the first 4 cards. I'm just going to lay them out here, and then I'll talk you through them. Also, I'm trying to use up designer series paper. So this designer series paper is out of the Flowers for Every Season. The back of it is like a yellow, I don't have it right here, a yellow floral. This is also on Retiring Purple Posy. Here's the embossing folder I used here, was the subtle. I don't know if you can see it because it's very subtle. Anyway, so I did tone on tone, but underneath that is the designer series paper. So I put the, this is 5 1/4 by 4. I put the die on the diagonal, and I just glued those 2 pieces together. Out of a scrap, I used the punch. This is the little balloon I actually stamped, and sorry guys, but I stamped it in Purple Posy, on Purple Posy. That color is not, the ink color is not available, but I already had it. And these are the 3 little stars that came out of the die. Let me show you them again. Right here. So it's not 3 stars all together, it's 3 little tiny individual ones, which I thought it was going to be like a stream, and I was going to put them up here. Anyway, I liked them better on the balloon. These are the die for the strings. I just turned one upside down. And here's where I use the banner pick-a-punch and stamp birthday, and this and the balloons are up on dimensionals. And then these are the retiring in color, and those are Magenta Madness, because I'm pretty sure that's what this color is here, Magenta Madness. And then inside I just stamped some balloons in Purple Posy. Don't tell anybody. Shh, shh, shh. So that's card number 1. Then the next 3, I used the Designer Series paper for the Brights. So this is Melon Mambo, Mango Melody, and Granny Apple Green. And this is Pacific Point. And they're all similar but very different. So also what I used here are the well-written dies, which are retiring. These go with the, oh shoot, I just got my drawer stuck. Hang on. They go with the Well Said. And yeah, they're retiring as of May 3rd if they're not already gone. Wonderful stamp and especially die set. You get the words happy, you, thanks, baby, hooray. I wrote them on the paper and I can't see behind Stampin' Up. Love, groom, bride, friend, welcome, miss, birthday, wishes, sympathy, and plus you get some flowers, a bird, the ampersand sign, butterfly, a tiny one, you know, and a tiny heart. So they're really very nice. This is a keeper. Sorry, I won't be getting rid of either of those. They are in my stock for keeps. Okay. So this denim looking paper. Oh, and on this one, you're not going to be able to see it, but I ran the paper through the Dainty Diamonds embossing folder, which is retiring as of May 3rd. And the funny thing is, when I did that, there's polka dots on the other side of this paper. That's not the right color, but here it is. And the polka dots, I don't know if you can see that, but they kind of show on this side once I ran it through there. You see them up there? There's some, they almost look shimmery in the background, so that was kind of a cool effect. I just did this on thick Whisper White, mostly because I had a scrap of it here. And I die cut this twice, and I did use, on 2 of them, I think this one and this one, I used the adhesive sheets that Stampin' Up sells, which are number 152334, and it works really well. And then this twine is retiring at the end of June. It's from the Snail Mail Twine Combo Pack on page 55 of the January to June mini, and it comes in, I forget the colors, white and, I guess that's Blushing Bride, I don't know. Might be Flirty Flamingo. I think it's Flirty Flamingo. Don't hold me to that. And then inside on this one, I just put some of the balloon Melon Mambo, which is the back of this paper. So that's that one. Then I did this one next, which is Granny Apple Green. And I didn't emboss on this one. The balloons, I punched all of these out of Pacific Point. So this is both sides of that paper, and this is the other side of this paper in Granny Apple Green. I die cut this out of the denim side of the paper. I don't know if you can tell, it's got different colors in it. And then this little heart is retiring at the end of June. And that's also from the Snail Mail set. They're called, I don't know, called Resin Heart Embellishments, I believe. And they come in white and, I'm going to say real red, but I used the white one to dot the eye on all 3 of these cards, actually. Alright, now on this one, oops, I just dropped one. Stick that right on there. They're all slightly different, right? So on this one, I die cut the happy out of Mango Melody. And by the way, if I say this is Melon Mambo, ignore me. This is Melon Mambo. This is Melon Mambo. This is Mango Melody. And I get them confused sometimes. Anyway, I ran that through Mango Melody, but I put behind it a piece of white, and that I used the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder, which is continuing into the new catalog. So the subtle that I used on the very first card on the front here, and the Dainty Diamonds, which I used on something, oh, this background paper, they're both retiring as of the end of this month. But Tasteful Textile is continuing. It'll be current. Okay. And so I don't know if you can see that. I did that on the white piece. There, maybe. And then I die cut this out of Melon Mambo paper to match this balloon. This is that same Flowers for Every Occasion paper. And this actually is, I needed something with polka dots, and I had a scrap of Magenta Madness actually, and I thought it went fine. And then the strings are all from that snail string pack. And on the inside here, I stamped a little balloon on Melon Mambo in Melon Mambo, and I die cut this. And I just put a little scrap of the back of this paper, which has the polka dots inside, and then put the balloon on top. So those are my 4 birthday cards. So let me pick them up, and then I have 2 other cards, but I'm trying to use things that are retiring, but I'm combining them a little bit with some other things. So in the next one, I used the 1.5 inch circle punch, number 138299, which is retiring. I used the flowering balloons. Beautiful, beautiful, distinctive set. Highly recommend. This time I used this and 2 of these, and also the thank you and your kindness is so appreciated. I also used the flowering dies for those leaves and the flower. And I used this larger circle. Now these are continuing. These are the Tasteful Label dies. I use these quite often. And this is the one I used. I also used, I don't know what I did with them. Oh, here. The polka dot tool, which is retiring. And this time I used this pink twine. And here's the card. So again, using the same papers. This is in Flirty Flamingo though. And this is Flirty Flamingo. Now, I also brought in here the dies from Stitched Lace dies. I actually had already done this piece. Oh, and I die cut it, apparently, with the layering ovals. Just the regular, no I didn't. I used the stitch shape ovals. I'm sorry, stitch shapes dies. But because it's got stitching on here, and they're retiring too. Sorry, so the stitch shape dies. Sorry, this had already been cut, and when I have stuff, you see what I do? I put it in my pack here. That one was already done, and so was the one I'll show you on the next card. So anyway, the stitched lace dies, which I use in the next card too. So I just glued that down, the flowers and the leaves, which by the way, I used the new color Soft Succulent for the paper and also the ink for these leaves, and I used the Soft Succulent Dark Stamp and Blend. I stamped it in Memento Tuxedo Black, but then I colored in the stems with the dark Soft Succulent and also with light and dark Flirty Flamingo and dark Mango Melody, which is going away. The color is not retiring, but the blends are. Tied a double bow with that twine. Stamped thank you from the Flowering Bloom set in Soft Succulent. I used the 1.5 inch circle punch, and then Flirty Flamingo. Actually, this is die cut out of this denim looking paper from that Tasteful Labels dies, and inside just another piece of the paper and stamped your kindness is so appreciated. So I thought that came out good. It looks a lot orangier there, but it's really a flamingo pink. I don't know why that color is so off, and it's darker than what it looks there. Anyway, I thought it was pretty. And then the last card I have for you, I continue to use a little lace with the stitch lace dies. And I brought in this die from the brand new, effective with the new annual May 4th, Scalloped Contours dies. I can tell these are going to be a new favorite. I maybe should have used that. Anyway, I already had this piece of lace out of Very Vanilla. I had to trim it a little because it was a little long, but it was uneven, so I just trimmed it down. I brought in the new ribbon, open weave ribbon, 3/8 inch, soft succulent, available May 4th. But I stamped from a little lace this image here, and I stamped that in. This is the new color, Pale Papaya. I stamped it in Pale Papaya. But I used the Genial Gems and the ribbon in Soft Succulent. Isn't that pretty? Actually, these are supposed to be mint macaron, but look how good they go with Soft Succulent. And they got little sparklies in them. I also put this up on foam adhesive sheets, just cut to go in the middle because I didn't want it to be flip-floppy. And this is glued down, the lace piece. So I thought that was dainty and pretty. And inside I used another stamp from a little lace, and just a little note to say hello from this also. So that is from here and here. But die and die, and no punch or anything else on that one, just dies. So those are my projects, guys. So this is retiring. This was a bundle. I don't know if it still is in the annual, but it's going away entirely. So a little lace with the stitch lace dies. These are brand new contour, scallop contours dies. Happy, so much happy with those. This, I'll probably end up keeping this because this is so versatile. I like it for birthday cards. The banner pick-a-punch is staying around. Balloon punch is retired. 1.5 inch circle punch is retired, but I'm keeping that around. And the flowering blooms, beautiful set, is retiring. I love this flower. I love all of these because they're distinctive also. And I love this font. And I always can use thank you cards, always. So anyway, those are my cards for Fab 4. I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun making these the day before they were due. And yeah, I just like bright. For birthdays, I either like flowery or I like bright and cheerful because birthdays are supposed to be happy, right? So that's happy birthday. This one I stamped, and the rest I used it. Oh, and those other word dies, I showed you them already. So yeah, that's it. That's my collab for this month, Fab 4. Come back and see us next month on the 20th as well. And also stay tuned because on the 20th, Ms. Brandy of Left Handed Crafter hosts another collab called Summer All Year Long. I don't know what I'll be doing for that yet, but it'll be up at 11 a.m. Eastern on the 20th as well. Alright, talk to you soon. Hugs, love, and peace. Be sure to go check out the other collab participants. Thanks so much for watching. I really, truly appreciate your support. Bye for now.